I came to ACALA 4 years ago, start ESL lesson.
I'm here at ACALA and I'm really wanting to learn.
It's probably one of the most rewarding teaching experiences I've probably come across in the 10 years I've been doing this.
It opens all kinds of doors and avenues for that I never realized were there.
If I didn't join ACALA's program, I don't think I could find out the school I'm studying now.
It's a hard struggle to go through when you can't read.
With kids growing up, going to school, grade 2 and 3, and you can't read them a bedtime story that they were doing a better job than me.
I'm here for a reason for myself, and I'm glad I'm here.
These are real people coming in with real problems. We have single mothers, we have people who have bills to pay.
I still had a wife, kids, and a family to look after, and a business to run, so it's not all cut and dry.
The books are here, the teachers are here, and the students are here. They're all in the same situation as I am. I'm not alone.
Thanks to many people in the town, it's all credit to all the people that I ran into that made it what I am today, because alone I wouldn't be very good.
I achieved my goal since I joined the program.
Come and see us. We love what we do. We want to help people at the end of the day.
I came here to ACALA to learn how to read and write and spell.
I've been doing quite a bit of traveling in the last little while because of it, and I believe it's all got a lot to do with my start with ACALA.
Good evening, this is ACALATV Presents. My name is Denise Davies from Akova Productions. The two films that we're presenting this evening have to do with Child's Play International, which is an organization that works with children that are in difficult circumstances. They believe that play is an important part of child development, and they have organized games and creative activities for children in different parts of the world. Thank you very much for visiting with us, and I hope you enjoy both of these films and come back and listen to ACALATV very often.
Jaya Re Gama. The Bale Sidun Kiyama. Jaya Re Gama. Taliban Via Damaka Kadewa. Oruna Bandir Vistal. The helicopter na by bombarding Kawale Chichar the Bandazwa, the Hob on the Spenaratlu. Sepatana was it the Makisi. Bambayane buying Kawale, Via helicopter a Baratlet, Dug by Kawalo.
This camp has a long history. This is not a new camp. It's been around for probably a good 30 years, if not more. And originally the Afghans used to live here. Now I've been working in refugee camps for about 15 years. Most of them Afghan refugee camps, some of them flood and earthquake related. And one thing I've found common in all of these, the most seriously affected victims of armed conflict, displacement, or any kind of natural disaster are children. And the most ignored and overlooked are also children.
هلته زمونږ ښه ښایسته کور و او سکول ته به هم تلو سهار به چې سکول ته لاړو یا به غرمې رالو سکول کې به هم لوبې کولې کرکټې والیبالې او نور به هم څه لوبې کولې بیا به چې د سکول نه رالو بیا به هم روټۍ وخوړله एकदम هلته هم لوبې کولې او دماکه وشوله مونږ ویل چې څه شي مونږ له څه پته نه وه چې دماکې څه شي چې بیا پته ولګېده ډېر کسان پکې مړه شول
سهار وختي به راپاڅېدو لمونځ به وکړو بیا به چای به وڅښې سکوله به رالو قرآن تلاوت به سکول کې وکړو حالات ورو ورو خرابېده پهله یو دماکه وشوه بیا څلور وشوې او کسان پکې لکه مونږ مشران مړه شوي ډېر کسان پکې مړه شوي پنځو زره نه کم درسره نه ځم او بیا مونږ پیدل د کیمپ ته راوښتو دې خوا چې کیمپ نه رالو مونږ ته څه خوراک به مې بس نه و څه زیم راته نه ومویل مونږ ته به ټینټ څنګه وي څنګه به ټینټ رالو اندراج مو ډېر په سختۍ سره وشو که نه او کسان ډېر زیات شوي وو زمونږ نه مخکې راغلي وو دې خوا کسان او مونږ چې دې خوا رالو ته به شاپرو کې به مو بازار نه اوبه راوړه شاپرو کې به رټۍ راوړه مونږ ته بازار هم نه و معلوم زه په خپله درې پیره دې غلط شوی وم
د هغې نه بس بیا راووتو دغه کور نه بس کور هم پرېښود سامان ټول هر شی به هم پرېښول او مالونه هم پرېښول بیا د هغې نه راووتو بس دلته بیا کیمپ ته رالو او ګرمي هم ده بس یخني کې هم نه ټینګېدی شو په ګرمي کې هم نه شو ټینګېدی بس ماشومان هم دلته څه و بس خپلوانو که راولګو هلته تیره ده بس او څه دلته و او بس سکول ته ځو راځو بس ټایم هم تېرېږي
د شپې چربانګ 2 بجې راووتو او دلته رالو دلته یې راته کیمپ کې راته ټینټونه ولګو سکولونه چالو شو سکول کې داخل شولو او ګټې خشاک هم راکه نشته وس هم نه کېږي چې واخلو او مجبورۍ د لاسه دلته دې کیمپ کې ناست وو څوک خو د خانۍ د لاسه نه کېږي خو مجبورۍ د لاسه ناست.
Now, living in a refugee camp is not easy. It's a difficult life. For children, certainly it's difficult. From the outside, things look quite organized. From the outside, it looks like everybody gets their meals and their facilities all on time and everything is done for free. But once you go inside their homes, once you actually see how they live from day to day, night to night, the picture is very, very different.
When I saw the kids, you know, there certainly was the ragamuffin component. Not much physically that they had. Not as bright. I don't mean intelligence, but not as active involvement in the outside environment.
When I arrived at the camp, I met with a lot of people. Most of them were children. And then I started to have conversations with them, and suddenly everything changed. Because the moment we started talking, especially about how they got here and why they got here, and suddenly the whole body language changed. Everything became tense. The wringing of hands, the sudden eye movement of looking away, the head movement of looking away, an occasional drop of sweat, even a tear. And these were all obvious signs of a person living in trauma.
ये बच्चे जो हालात देख कर आए हैं जिस तरीके से यहाँ पहुँचे हैं ये इन्होंने गोलियों की बौछार और सरों पे घूमते हुए हेलीकॉप्टर शेलिंग करते हुए और बारूद ये लोग बहुत डरे और सहमे हुए थे.
د هلیکاپټر نه به یې بمبارینګ کولې چې چېرته به ډز واورېد خوب هم د شپې نه راتلو او ماشومان به یو هم نه وده کېږي ټول ماشومان به ژړل به د شپې چې ډزې به او چې بیا واده کې چېرته ډزې هم نو یارېدلې
چې دماکه وشوه مونږ ماشومان ویل څه وشو کله به پټو کې ننوتو پټ به شو او کټونو لاندې ووتو سوري لاندې به ننوتو او مونږ له به شپې خوب نه راته شپې به ډېرې ډزې کېدلې او بمباري وه او ډرون حملې وې
توت یخته بمبار وسې ټول خلک لاندې ناست هغه ټول مړه شولو بره په ګولۍ راواچوه 7 تنه مړه شولو پرستي وباسم جګړې مه کوه جګړې ښه شی نه دی هسې خپل ایمان په مه غلط کوئ.
Now imagine being a child and having to witness this. It's no wonder that they're not able to sleep. No wonder that they have to suffer through nightmares.
These children are losing their childhood to politics they don't understand. They're displaced from their homes.
These issues are not visible. They're not like a head injury. They're not like a foot injury. They're not like a broken leg or a broken back. So they don't really get any attention. The injuries don't get any attention. So the trauma just kind of stays inside the child.
دا الفکاتر د غټ الفکاتر پاسین چې ګرځي افغانستان او کو د سپروان کو زمون په کورونو په سر پر
هغې داسې ګولۍ واچوله کور کې داسې تور دم جوړ شو او مزې ورسئ پوټي پوټي بوت لکه بیا مونږ رامنډې کړي نو بیا دې څه وایي
چې بیا مونږ راووتو دلته کورونه بمباریان شروع شو ټول میس مونږ به داسې یارېدلو که نه چې ډزې به وي نو دغه به دونه تیز تیز اوازونه چې مونږ به یا دونه ګولو مړه کولې او یا نه چې مونږ دغه نه به مونږ ډېر یېرېدلو دې ډزو او دې دغو نه
جټ جهازونه رال او هلیکاپټر بمبار یې وکړو ځینې خلکو هدیرې له منډې وهل ځینې خلکو ونې یخ ته پټېده څوک کوټو ته کې پټېده بیا یې بمبارونه یې وکړل بیا ځینې خلک پکې مړه شو ځینې خلک بیا راووتو او ځینې په کور کې پاتې شو
په غوږونه کاڼه شوم د ډېر خفګانه چې څوک راته تیز اواز نه کوي زه ښه واورم نه بل دویم دا چې څوک راته خبره په صحیح طریقه کوي خو زما سوچ نه وي ورسېدلی چې کله زه هغه سوچ نه پوهېږه شم زه ورته وایم ته ماته څه ویلي دي
بیا دلته بېرته لاړو بیا جنګ شروع شو بس بیا خپل نیکه هم رانه پاتې شو هغه ته پوجیانو ویشتو او
Trauma is destructive, and the opposite of destruction is creation. And so in offering children who have been traumatized an opportunity to play, you're offering them an opportunity to create something out of the darkness of the destructive experience. Children are sacred beings. And they each have a birthright to experience delight and joy, health and well-being, to be safe and secure, to unfold to their fullest promise by being nourished in body, mind, and spirit, to be loved, and to live in peace. In far too many instances, children are not given these things. Formal education is critical in children's lives, but so is play and games and imagination.
If you provide children with an avenue, with an opportunity to express themselves in a creative fashion and play in some friendly competitive sport, a lot of healing takes place.
The genesis of the game actually began with creativity. I'd ask my friend Inayat or Rahman when he was going to the Jalisay camp to bring paper and colored pencils and just to ask the children to draw something about what they were experiencing. When he showed me the drawings, I was amazed. These were not just fantasies of planes dropping bombs. These were things that actually happened. I felt a real drama within the drawings, and they didn't look like American kids' drawings. the experience had been amazing and how involved the children were. And he said, you know, what they need is play.
Play is extremely useful in engaging a child who has withdrawn because it's less threatening to them.
Play is very important. It's really important in how you experience yourself, how you have fun, how you work with other people, how you figure out how to do things. And when I say games, I'm also thinking about artistic things and imagination. And being able to express something about who you are, what you're thinking about, putting the inside onto the outside. It's one of the only times that people have complete freedom.
It's a pretty big camp. So with 150,000 people, it's got about 80,000 children. That's a lot of children. And obviously we could not arrange for 80,000 children to have uniforms and games, this, that, and the other. So what we thought was that we would start a tradition. We would do something and we would facilitate it, and then we would find a way in which other people could come forward and participate, other people could help, and in many ways people themselves could replicate this, because it doesn't take very much. And we chose students intentionally. We chose students who were weak.
जो बच्चे स्पेशली जिनको आइडेंटिफाई किया, जो स्टिल एक ट्रॉमाटाइज्ड सिचुएशन में हैं, तो आगे उनको थोड़ा बहुत भी हम लोग ले आते हैं बाकी बच्चों की तरह, कि उनको हंसना आए, बोलना आए, खेलना आए.
The people that had been selected, you know, they weren't the most likely to succeed types. They were, if anything, the people on the outside, chosen because they needed help.
We gave the kids training, guidance in terms of how to play, how to create, how to draw, how to paint. Never told them what to paint, just how. And then whatever is inside them would come out. And then we did kind of some sort of training in terms of how to play. Second, we gave them the tools that they needed and the materials that they needed. Let's say for drawing and painting, you need a lot of paper, you need pencils, you need color pencils, erasers, sharpeners, paint, brushes, and a few other things. If you're going to play games, well, you need, before anything else, a ground to play on.
The field for the games, which we had leveled, was a huge, rocky, hard, tough field.
Then you need equipment. So you need footballs, and you need cricket bats, and you need wickets, you need cricket balls, volleyballs, nets, this, that, and the other. Now, a really important component of this whole process is the training and coaching. And we were fortunate enough to have people who were not only willing to volunteer for this kind of work, but also they were willing to put in the time and the patience to see it through in the best possible way. We also felt that if the kids had sports kits or uniforms of some sort, that would actually give them a sense of pride.
I saw immediately how they ran to their friends and look at me, and a kind of envy, and just the way they were suddenly socially raised within the kid community. There was a real tangible sense of not just happiness and joy, but I would say pride.
One of the things that we did was all the children got squares of cloth, 2 feet by 2 feet, not all, many of them, and they were required to paint something on that piece of cloth. And then all those pieces are collected together and sewn together into a quilt, and then it looks like a mural. It's pretty large. A couple of other interesting things that we wanted to do. One was music and the other was dance. And music really just percussion, beating on a bunch of buckets, beating on a bunch of trash cans, drums, etc., just to create some sort of rhythm and get people kind of, going to have some fun with their bodies.
Hopefully when they leave the camp, they'll take some memories with them. That's a really important point. Planting some seeds of memory of something that they did, which was not the day-to-day drudgery.
ډیر زیات غبره کېدو تاسو چې موږ سره څومره ورو ورو مینه کوله امره تاسو له موږ درجه ختېدو تاسو موږ سره ډېره زیاته مینه محبت وکړو ستاسو ډېره شکریه ادا کوو چې دومره موقع موږ له تاسو راکړه
میس موږ ډېر خوشحاله شو تاسو موږ ته دا هر څه راکړه موږ خپلو ملګرو سره ډېرې زیاتې لوبې وکړلې تاسو سره موږ لوبې وکړلې ګیم هم وکړلو کرکټ هم وکړلو نو موږ ډېر زیات خوشحاله شو ستاسو په دا
دې خلکو ډېره شکریه ادا کړو چې موږ له چشمې راکړلې ګیم یې راباندې وکړو کیپونه یې راکړلو ګړۍ یې راکړلې جوس یې راته راوړو موږ ډېره شکریه ادا کوو چې دې موږ له د کیل دپاره بیل ټایم راکړو دې موږ ډېره شکریه ادا کوو
انشاءالله زه به تعلیم حاصل کړم تعلیم حاصل کړم پروفیسر به جوړ شم د هغې نه بعد به د ملک خدمت کوم کوم ځای کې تعلیم نه هلته به تعلیم ورکړو
دلته موږ ډېر خوشحالېږو دلته موږ کرکټ کوو دا ماحول ډېر ښایسته دی او مخکې موږ ته د بالونه بیټونه نه میلاوېدل او اوس راته ښه بیټونه هر څه میلاوېږي
دې ډېر پکار دی چې موږ دا ته دغه راکوي او موږ دغه ګیم کوو او چې لږ خوشحالېږو موږ ډېر ښه به
زما چې بوټان واغوستل وردي مې واغوسته پړګیم په سر کې ماته ډېر ښه لګېږي او زه ډېره شکریه ادا کوم زه پینټ زما ښه لګېږي زما ځکه په پینټینګ کې څه واغوسته چې زما خوښ دی ډېر
کله سکول ته موږ دلته راتلو نو بیا تاسو راغلی که نه نو موږ هم کرکټ شو والیبال شو فوټبال دا هم راته بیا راوړو نو دا اوس هم بس هغه زوړه چې کم هلته غم و که نه هم اوس د زړه نه وځي اوس بس ښه په خوشحالۍ ډرینګونه جوړول پینټینګ هغې هم ډېر خوند راکړ
چې موږ ګیمونه 3 میاشتې نه وکړو که نه موږ ورسره صحت هم ښه شو او زموږ ذهنونو نه هغه زړې خبرې ووتلې اوس موږ ته بیا هم هغه پروګرام جوړ کړی چې بیا هم دلته ګیم کوو که نه او دلته کې موږ ښه ګیم کوو کرکټ هم کوو والیبال هم کوو بیډمنټن هم کوو نورې وغیره وغیره نورې لوبې هم ورسره کوو زموږ ذهن اوس ښکلا شوی دی او زړې خبرې زموږ ذهن نه
As soon as there's a smile, as soon as there's a giggle, and there can be in even the most traumatized child that moment of delight, because it's waiting inside to come out, just peeking out.
अब हर एक बच्चा बढ़ चढ़ के बोलना चाहता है जब पूछा जाए तो कुछ ना कुछ बताना चाहता है वो खुद ही बहुत एक्टिवली पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं बहुत पॉजिटिव चेंजेस नज़र आ रही हैं
We're not here to do a technically clinical exercise. We are simply here to provide the children with an avenue, with a way in which they can look inside, bring out what's inside, explore themselves, face their fears, and then learn how to deal with those fears in a very positive and constructive way, and slowly let the trauma kind of slip away from them and become as normal as is possible.
We're not talking about a cure. We're talking about mobilizing a natural healing process that we assume and that we know is present in the child. Play will begin that process.
I think it's premature to say what effect it will have. although I could certainly see some immediate effects about both joy and, you know, what I'll call self-esteem.
زکنند شاجهان سرا سیالی کړما رات جامې د سرو لبو را بخشش کړه سمینت په د کلال دا کانډولې کړما बेलताना बपरहरा पजी गरनास्यमा कदम सर बादशाही यादा दिली कमा
The Antigonish County Adult Learning Association is a friendly place to learn. Our professional staff can help you upgrade your education, develop specific skills, learn English as a second language, or simply achieve your grade 12 equivalency. In addition, we offer a workforce literacy program, which provides you with opportunities to gain the 9 literacy and essential skills needed for work, learning, and life. Special programs include seniors and family learning and training in technology. We offer classroom settings, one-on-one tutoring, as well as an online option. We believe everyone is a lifelong learner. Together, we can choose a course of study that fits your schedule and helps you meet your learning goals. For more information, visit www.acalalearn.ca.
Parce que moi, je voulais artiste. Papier mâché.
Danseuse.
Papier mâché, tableau.
This is Jacmel on the south coast of Haiti. A place brimming with natural beauty. This is also Jacmel. Having suffered earthquakes and hurricanes, it is a place of abject poverty. Although it has a rich creative and artistic heritage, both money and work are scarce. But twice a year, all this changes. It is February, and it is carnival time again. Attended by thousands, the celebration is a generous spread of color, form, sound, and movement, and also brings in much needed fun. Jacmel's Carnival is best known for its internationally acclaimed papier-mâché art. Countless masks and figures of every shape and form flow through the streets. Hidden away in the outskirts of town, Lumi Artistique is housed in the home of Didier Civil, a master papier-mâché artist. The house is a simple structure with only basic facilities that are used flexibly to serve as a home, studio, school, and work area.
I remember when I was like 10 years old, it was a dream for me to be an artist when I was a big man. I started to work with different other artists, people making art and making papier-mâché. I love art when I was very little boy. Art is in my life. Working with children is one of my best things in my life, to share my knowledge with children.
After school, children learn the traditional art and craft of papier-mâché along with painting, song, dance, theatre, storytelling, and English. Skills that will serve as important assets in earning a livelihood. With materials and funds provided by Child's Play International, training sessions were conducted for about 150 girls and boys over several weeks. Child's Play International works with children in difficult circumstances due to poverty and displacement by creating events that focus on what comes most naturally to children: imagination and play. Members of Child's Play arrived in Jacmel in early February to work with DDA and participate in a celebration of play, beginning with a mask-making workshop.
Ok, premier bagage nous allons pour nous faire, nous allons cliquer amidon parce que automatiquement nous faisons travail avec argile là, nous allons besoin amidon pour nous couvrir ça. Maintenant de quelqu'un nous là si nous pas connaître amidon pour nous venir garder qui gens faire mélange.
Sitting on small chairs and cinder blocks under the shade of mango trees, the youngsters created their masterpieces, guided by DDA, his helpers, and older children.
It's not only how to make masks I teach the children. I explain to them what is life, how to share. It's a good occasion for me to explain to them they can earn money by making masks, by making art.
On the final day, children painted their masks, learned to make life masks, drew pictures, told stories, and had a theatre performance dramatizing the Haiti earthquake. A big part of the day was dance and music.
Children know about how to sing. They sing together, they sing by themselves.
Un beso, un papel de viento, un versace dans un monde bio, maintenant nous vivons beaucoup, bagay s'arrête, oh oh oh, nous avons eu là, mais tout là, tout est candidat,
Big coro big, mange ko sol, toute bête tombée dans bois en lit, tombée dans bois, mademoiselle, voulez-vous danser? Non, non, je suis fatigué.
Traditional games involving song and dance made for much fun and laughter.
It's very important to Asian people to sing. We can identify the Asian people by the way they dance with drums.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, et 1, et 2.
Support from Lumia Artistique and Child's Play International will enable many of these youngsters to pursue their dreams of making a life through art and creative expression.
Avec yo mec ça va passer gros poser tout en guettant. Ouais bonjour. Chaque femme blanc mon pied bois. Chaque mec son soldat. Chaque femme blanc mon pied bois. C'est ça qui identifie mon papa. C'est ça. Chaque femme blanc mon pied bois. Média c'est lié à papa. Allez, signor.
I came to ACALA 4 years ago, start ESL lesson to learn English.
The idea is to teach people communication skills. A lot of people arrive in Canada having studied English from a textbook and they have decent grammar skills, but they've never had an opportunity to communicate in English, to have a conversation, you know, to go into a bank and set up an account, to go to the doctors and explain your situation.
My English wasn't good at all, so she helped me communicate with everybody and write a program, paper, and do everything I should do. But
so my learners are great at bringing, you know, things that are troubling them, workplace situations. They may need to write a letter or file a complaint. Other people are studying for the Canadian citizenship test, and we go over the test. So whatever's happening in their daily life, that's the kind of stuff I'm looking to help them with.
ACALA helped me research a school and find a director. I was learning acupressure, massage. Then from there, I learned both Chinese medicine and Oriental Japanese medicine.
Well, I'd really encourage people stop by ACALA, book a schedule, we'll do an assessment and see what kind of schedule and curriculum works best for you.
Make my life much easier. Yeah.
And so that's the goal of the program, is to improve communication skills, real life communication skills.
For more information, phone 902-863-3060 or go to www.acalalearn.ca.